What's clear is that Araujo gives you one good thing and 1,000 bad ones. In other words, he's a player who lacks consistency, who hasn't found his prime, who doesn't feel comfortable at all in this system of play of Hansi Flick. I think it's clear that Ronald Araujo isn't ready to play for Barça. He's not ready to play the way Hansi Flick wants to play. He wants to play in this Barça because, like I said, with another coach, with another system, with a line that's not so far forward, not having to play the offside trap so drastically and so often, because it requires total focus. It requires complete intelligence and concentration during the matches, which Araujo has shown he doesn't have. Physically, is he a beast? Is he really fast? Is he good at intercepting? Yes, but then there are things where he completely loses his head. How can he act so crazy, having a yellow card like that, arriving so late in that play where he runs over Cucurella? There wasn't any kind of danger in that play either.
There's no doubt about it.
Of course, I understand you have to stop it, but you can come back from 1 or even 2 goals. But staying behind, leaving your group as captain, man, it's not the first or second time you've done it. Leaving your team completely alone on a field like that, like Stamford Bridge, where Barca had only ever won once in history. Once in history. And you arrive, you start, like you said, you play a really good 20 minutes. Ferran misses an unforgivable goal too.
Another unforgivable one.
Absolutely. In the 3rd minute, it could have been 0-1, changing the game and creating a different scenario. And out of nowhere, the first yellow card, which, by the way, you haven't mentioned, the first yellow comes from a protest because Alhamid Jamal gets kicked. Cucurella, in fact, brings down Alhamid Jamal. That's the clearest yellow card the referee missed. It's Kovincic, the Slovakian. And Araujo, if he had just protested, nothing would have happened since he's the captain, right? But Ira, did you watch it live on Movistar? What did Araujo do?
He did something he shouldn't have, just like no one else should, captain or not, which is to go and protest first. That's something Flick makes sure to say every day. I mean, protesting doesn't do any good. If the referee has already made a decision, it's never been seen that after a referee's decision, someone goes to protest. And
they change it, right?
You rarely see someone change their opinion.
Yes, but you can see that as captain, he'll defend and ask, hey, what happened? Put a little pressure, but how does he do it? In an angry way. And also, what does he do? Tell us, Le.
He bumps the referee with his chest, like saying, I'm here, right? Or maybe not. In a moment of, I don't know if it's rebellion, in a moment of wanting to impose, of wanting, I don't know. On the way,
completely out of my mind, of
crazy up.
Totally. Yes, yes. So you get that first warning because you lose your cool when protesting, and then you do that. And honestly, I'm absolutely sure about it. I think Araujo, and it pains me deeply because for me, Araujo is, or has been, better said, he has been a beloved player, a player I've always liked a lot. His spirit, his Uruguayan grit, right? He always helped us, especially when Barca was struggling and not playing well. He saved us. You'd say, wow, he gives his all. Look how he runs and works hard. But things are very different now. This is no longer the Barca of the underdogs. It's a Barca that plays good football, that has quality, and that has a very defined style of play. So in this
scheme, sorry, Adri, not everyone can play this style.
Exactly.
Not every player is good. Let's say not everyone is suited to play this kind of football. That doesn't mean the player is bad. Did you already say that? I mean, I think at Atletico de Madrid, Araujo would be the leader of the defense, perfectly suited for a deep defensive line, and playing for Leon. He does this a lot too. But with this Barca, it's clear, guys. It really hurts me, Adri, but I have to say it. I think Ronald isn't as suitable as we thought. Maybe for Barca.
Exactly. I know some people at home will ask, why are you burning everything? Look, we're not burning anything. We're just sharing our opinion. Obviously, it's subjective because it's my opinion. But I also think there's some objectivity, and the objectivity is there in the numbers. Araujo, always in the picture. Araujo once again leaves his team with 10 players in an important match. And in Europe, Araujo once again becomes the player who causes Barcelona to be defeated. Because it's obvious Barca was losing 1-0, which is true.
When we were down 1-0, Chelsea was already playing well.
But if you compete 11 against 11, having Rafinha, Dani Olmo, important players on the bench, right? Barca definitely could have tied or won that match. Yes, absolutely. So I think there's a factor, which is Ronald sending off. And I think that's enough. I think that's enough. And I agree with you that from now on, Araujo shouldn't play another important match for Barcelona as a center back. I think he should have a secondary role. The captaincy is too much for him. Maybe that's harsh, but that's just how it is. He doesn't convey any kind of leadership to me. Araujo on the field, I think he's completely fallen off. And to play, if we want Flick, Araujo can't play in this Barca. So in the next transfer window in January, I'm telling you this straight up, if he finds a team or there's a club willing to pay 50, 70, 80 million euros for him, I swear to you, really, he'll say that I would sell him. And if not now in January, which I know is complicated, then when the season ends, because I think that that's more than obvious that he can't stay at Barca and that it's too much for him. If we want to keep playing like this, just to be clear, okay? Of course. Now, if Barca is going to play, which I don't think they will, with Flick, they're never going to play with the defense much further back. That's a different game. It's a different tactical setup, and obviously this whole discussion would change. To play like that, I think Araujo and Raya shouldn't be at Barca. Like the Mundo Deportivo colleague I heard recently, I think we need to have Cubarsí and Ari Garcia as center backs with Koundé and Alejandro Valde. That defense should be fixed. Let's make it strong. Give them 5, 7, 8, 10 games in a row. Don't change the defense anymore. It can't be that one day Gerard Martinez plays center back, another day Araujo, another day someone else, another day Christensen, right? He can play too? Yes. I really like Christensen. So let's try to have a set defense already. Fixed a
Starting 11, so to speak. Of course,
at least the defense offers the most reliability. Since we're conceding many goals each match, we need to stop the bleeding.